Hello friends, my name is Sachin Gupta. So in this series I am going to teach about API testing with Postman tool. So let me continue. So before jump to the Postman tool, let me give the overview about the API testing, what is API testing and how it works. So this is a PPT. I have noted down some point. So let me go through all the point one by one. So first point is API test automation helps to find out the issues during the integration phase of an application. Hence, we can save lots of troubleshooting time and efforts after finding the early issue. So, what does it mean? So when any application is in development phase, so before developing the UI, nowadays all the companies are working on the API, so they are developing the API. So once all API are developed, they'll integrate. So there would be the multiple APIs. Those need to integrate, and then UI will be developed. In that scenario, so during the integration phase, we can test the API, and if any API is broken, and if there is any bug in the API, so we can test early and we can find out. So if you are not finding in the early stage, then it will go to the UI layer. So if any customer they are finding the defect in the UI, so that would be lots of the cost would be more. If we are finding the bug in early stage, the cost would be very less. So let me move on. So the next point, product companies are among the top beneficiary of automated API test, especially if their product rely on external services to get and store data. Regular API testing helps to ensure that even if an external services has slightly changed the format of response or names of the function you used, this change is expected to be detected even before getting the complaints from the customer end. So this is one more type of early testing scenario. So if one company is dependent to the some external APIs, so we will test in early stage, so that the defect we can catch early before catching the issues from the customer end. So let me show you one real time example. So okay, so this is one website for the make my trip, or go ivivo. So in make my trip, if we are searching any flight, so let me click on flight. So Delhi to Bangalore, let me click on search. So make my trip is a company which they don't have any flight, but they are providing one platform where we can book the flight. So when we are searching the flight from Delhi to Bangalore, we can see our multiple companies flight. We can see on the screen like SpiceJet, Air Asia, Indigo, Go Air, okay. So and so on. So how this data is coming? Different companies, because make my trip, they don't own their own flight. So what is happening in this case, like make my trip, they are sending the request to uh, uh, to the multiple companies. They are invoking the API, they are sending the data. So SpiceJet, Go Indigo, Air Asia, they have exposed the API, and they have given to the make my trip. So whenever we are searching any flight, they are sending the request to their server via invoking the API. Hence they are getting so hence we are seeing all the flight result here when we are getting the response. So here we can see one company, they are using different companies API. All right, let me move on. So in recent years, software development has moved to the microservices architecture model using API application programming interface, we can communicate between the user interface of an application and application server. Okay, this point is straightforward. Let me move on. So API becoming most commonly used, it's possible from malicious user to exploit these API to access or change the data. Therefore, it's important to test daily API functionality to make sure that the request to the server behaving as expected. So this point, says like if if there is any issue in the API, like if someone have added any some wrong script, like malicious user, like something like hacking type some data, or like they have broken the API. So this point says like if we are testing the API on daily basis, then we will come to know like our API is working proper or not. Like the data, the behavior of the API is working in as normal. So if we are expecting one, so are we getting the number is one? Just I'm giving an example. So this is so so this we can handle, nowadays, we can run the our API shoot on daily basis, and we uh, if we are getting all the green result, like in all the APIs pass, then definitely our API is behaving perfectly. If any API is failing, then definitely we have to find out the root cause why those API are getting failed. Let me move on to next point. So Postman is a free tool that allows testing the API. Many companies rely on automation nowadays to verify the API behavior on daily basis using CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous development pipeline. So here the Postman is a tool which we can use to test the API. So in Postman we can automate the API. We can use, we can add multiple assertion, and we can run the Postman collection on the CI/CD using by Jenkins. So there are a couple of new features in the Postman which were not available few years back. So the Postman tool is very very powerful nowadays, where using by Postman tool we can test API end to end. So let me install the Postman tool before starting. So go to the Google and let me Postman download for Windows 10 something. So let me open this link. Okay, so this is for download this Windows. It was coming for Mac as well. Okay, automatic, the UI got changed. All right, so let me click. My Windows is 64-bit. Let me click on 64. So it's downloading. The size is 116 MB. 25 seconds left. It's about to download. It's downloaded. Let me click. The installation process is going on. Installing Postman. Here we can see this pop up. It's installed. So automatically the tool is opening. Okay, it was already logged in, so hence I can see my workspace. So if you're doing first time, so you will get a different type window. So let me sign out, then let me show you what will happen. So if you're installing the first time the Postman, it would be looks like, so you will get the view like this. So you can sign in, and without signing you can also work, but if you're signing, then your data would be saved on Postman server. So here then you can access from one system to another system, and your data would be saved. So hence you will not lose your data. This Postman installed. All right, okay, I have logged in still. Okay, let me open and close one more time. So data is loading. Oh, see, my account has been logged in. So here I can see my name. All right, so workspace. So it was my workspace. If I click my workspace, so I have executed few API requests, so it has been saved here. Here we can see here. So let me discuss. Let me tell you about this Postman. What what are the functions here? So in workspace column, if you click on new, so we can create one new workspace. So let me click on new. So here, request, collection, environment, workspace, API documentation, mock server, monitor, API. So I'm going to create one workspace, and let me give the name learning Postman. Alright, so this is not mandate summary, I'm keeping blank. Create. So learning Postman workspace has been created. So inside file you can see here multiple options like new tab, new runner tab, import, setting, edit. We have couple of options, view, like zoom in, zoom out. So here we can see here we can change the zoom in, zoom out, reset zoom, and here we can see here one more option. So Postman Console. So Postman Console, just uh, uh, command prompt editor. So if we click here, we can see here all the logs, what is happening. So whenever we are triggering an API, and we won't see what is happening in the backend. So if we open this Postman Console, let me click here. So here we can see here all the details, all the logs, what is happening in the backend. Alright, so here no logs right now, so that's why we are getting this message, no logs yet. So let me close. Okay, we have like updates, documentation. Okay, so let me click on, we have one this setting as well, one setting option. So let me click on setting. So here we can handle multiple things here, like here we can see a location where my Postman is saved. This is the location, and uh, few options. So if you want to update the font size and auto close codes, so let me talk about one theme. So we have one option for theme as well. So if anyone having a problem in white screen, so we can use the dark screen as well. So here we can see we can change easily dark theme from this option, from setting. We have couple of shortcuts here. So like if you want to open new tab, then control T is a shortcut. So here we can go through all the shortcuts here. So if you know the shortcut, definitely we will save lots of time while automating, or we are testing any API. So shortcut always help. Data, add-ons, certificate, proxy, update, about. So this is the version right now. I'm using 8.2.3. Alright, so one more thing, we have like environments, so we can create the collections. So we have too many things, so that I'll cover in my next series. So that would be complete series of the Postman, where we will learn how can we execute uh, any API request, get, post, and how can we create the collection, how can we add assertions, and how can we run collection in single shot. Like if you are having 50 test cases, how can we run all test cases from command line. And also we can see how can we generate report, and also how can we run our collection using by Jenkins in CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous development. Thank you so much, guys. If you like this video, please like, subscribe to my channel for upcoming videos. Thank you so much.